Hello and happy Sunday. Welcome in. And GG Math on getting first. Good to see you. I wish that I could say that Friday, that I took it off because my mind was elsewhere, was like, oh, I'm doing something fun, but I was doing taxes. um, they are done though, so that's nice. I was just mentally so focused on that and other stuff around the house that I was just like, I just can't do this right now. Which was definitely too bad. It would have been a lot more fun to play the Long Dark instead. But here we are. And I'm looking forward to jumping back into OG Wintermute episode 1. I usually add like what day we're on in the stream title, but I opened up the game and I mean maybe I'm just dumb, but it doesn't look like they have that information for Wintermute. It just says resume. And so like I have no idea what day we're on without actually starting game. Would you like to show up? Thank you. So without actually resuming, I couldn't see that information and I didn't want to jump in without you guys. So we're just gonna jump right in. I think we're probably on like maybe 4 days survived, something like that. I don't know. A little heads up, I do have to wrap up on the earlier side today. I mean, I still have like probably nearly 3 hours, not quite, two and a half, something like that. Because I do have plans, which is why I decided to start streaming a little bit earlier than usual, but just to keep an eye on that. Okay, so we're in the game. Let's check out the journal. Let's see how many days we've survived, if we can actually see that. Maybe it doesn't even give you that information. I don't remember. It looks like it doesn't. I have no idea how many days I've survived. Main and side quests, the trust, the information, collectibles, notes. Yeah, okay, apparently we don't get to know how many days it's been. Well, no, it must be more than that, because we spent like 3 or 4 days with the, like, at the plane crash site alone. We must be like nearly a week in. Those first few days near the plane crash go by super fast, because it's like you do one thing and then Will just passes out. Also, like last time, I didn't change the bingo events. They're still gonna all say Astrid, but we know that it's Will. So. Yeah, I did make it past the April Fool's Day without being fooled too much. The only thing that I did get fooled on was every day I do some puzzles. And one of those is like you see the outline of a country and you have like 6 guesses to figure out what country it is. And for me, it's almost always I either know it immediately or I don't know it at all. And I was so confused because I was like, I recognize the outlines of parts of this. I was like, that's clearly Italy and that's clearly parts of France and Spain and stuff. It was the Roman Empire. Like, I would have never thought to guess the Roman Empire. Yeah, so they got me there. But no mean pranks or anything like that. What happened to you on the 1st of April? You got this Sydney Sharpshooter achievement. Nice! GG. Yeah, 5 days at the crash site. I knew it was like 4 or 5. It was a long time. I guess maybe we'll finish drinking some water as well. That way we lighten up our load. Do I have anything that, like, I thought maybe I could grab some curtains or something, but apparently not. I have a 5% torch. Is that literally all I have for torches? Apparently. Good job, me. But yeah, that time in the crash site goes by so fast, because it's just like, oh, okay, we make a fire, and we pass out. Oh, we gotta pick up this thing, and we pass out. But it does make sense that he spends so much time there. Like, given the shape that he was in... Oh, we don't have much fuel, actually. Do I have fuel to refuel this? I do. Why haven't I yet? I just put it away, rather than taking it out. Good job. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert gamer. Okay, I think this was a house we had already looted. Yeah, these are all empty, so we've definitely searched this house before. Definitely want to pick this up. It'd be really nice to come across a rifle, but I don't actually know if we can. Wow, it is still very early. I was not paying attention to that in the slightest. Where am I? Oh, I know where I am. That's heading towards what will be the rosehip climb to the tower. We can open up some trunks because we finally have a pry bar. Ooh, a flare shell. I think today might also be a good day for us to try and find some of the caches. We've found a couple of notes. They're under our side quests, letting us know of where people hid stuff. I'm pretty sure one of them hid the flare gun, actually. Okay, it's like right before dawn, and it's snowing, but we only have one down arrow? That seems odd. Seems really unlikely. I won't complain though. I'll just be thankful. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, said the construction worker about to do surgery. Exactly. I totally know what I'm doing. Just not here. Just not now. Just not this. Coal! I'll take it. You can call that for bingo. So yesterday I met up with a friend and we went to this this event where they had a bunch of craftspeople and hobbyists and like local businesses and stuff that came together to sell their wares. It was everything from like bakers to, you know, woodworkers, metalworkers,
Could end up being useful.
pottery stuff, artists, all sorts of cool stuff. And oh, we had such a good time. I was hoping to find something for my front door because we've had like I was given a wreath with like owls and stuff on it for my birthday many years ago. My birthday's in the fall and this thing is very fallish, but I've been using it almost year round. We do have one special decoration for Christmas time, but the rest of the time I've just been using this, which doesn't really fit thematically, but I don't care. I love it. Unfortunately, it is getting old and falling apart. So I definitely need to find... Ooh, peaches. I definitely need to find something to replace it. And I was hoping to find that yesterday, but I just didn't have any luck, unfortunately. There were lots of really pretty things, though. And it was a good source of inspiration, especially the pottery stands, because I'm going to be doing a pottery course next week. I'm very excited about that. We found a book. Ooh. And I have so many ideas. I just don't know what I want to make yet. So I guess I'll just decide spontaneously when I'm there. Searched.
Is that a book?
I know a thing or two about books, and that's a book. I think I might turn this off for a second. And story mode always was a bit more mild in terms of difficulty and therefore temperature, etc. Oh, absolutely. Like that's always been the case. I'm just still surprised whenever that happens because I play it so infrequently that it just always catches me off guard. I have so much stuff on me. I definitely don't need all of this stuff. Why am I carrying it all around? So firstly, we should swap out the socks to wear the 83% or 93% ones. We should definitely rip up at least this pair. All of our stuff is basically at 100%. No, I wanted to wear this. Oh. No, no. What am I doing? The 83% ones. I want to wear the 99% ones. That's better. 15 degrees of warmth bonus. Oh, I hear some wind sounds. I don't think it's a blizzard, but it is definitely windy. Extremely windy, actually. I don't even especially remember what it is that I'm doing at the moment. I should have looked at my journal first. I do think I want to grab this bunny if I can, so we can gain more trust with Grey Mother. Rock? I've got 4 rocks. That's not a ton, but that should be enough for us to get 1 bunny. Go sneak up behind it. Alright, bunny. Prepare to be stoned. Actually, that was terrible. Alright, bunny. Now prepared to be stoned. No! Oh my god. Last time you tore down scarves, I'm sure they're better than the cotton. Tore, teared. Tore, yeah. Yeah, they probably, well, I don't know. His hat is, was actually surprisingly warm, from what I remember. Alright. Oh, I'm too heavy to run. I'm a little worried that now that we stink, we might attract a wolf. So my plan is we're gonna go into that house where we will be warm, safe from wolves, and we'll be able to grab the bunny pelt. A little salad. Yeah, 1.5 degrees is actually pretty warm. Surprisingly warm. Okay, we're just gonna harvest the hide. I don't really care about the rest of it. We have enough food. Just leave it here, I suppose. And then let's actually check the journal and see what we're supposed to do. Seems tired. Try talking to her after she's had some rest. Okay, so that was the deal. We were giving her some time. Then we also have some side quests. We've got the supply caches. Let's see. This is up near us. We should look for this one. I don't remember that one. Hey, it's a hoodie. I don't remember that one. I've recently replayed 1 and did the all of the side quests, and I remember this one, and I remember this one, but this one I don't remember being here. I thought there was one up here. No, up here by the bridge. I thought it was like you have to search the bridge or something. Maybe they moved it.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, let's take a look at this scarf, see what its stats are. It's at 75%, so that's not super high. Clothing. So this will only be 1 degree of warmth, I think. Ooh, that sounds like a really good salad. Enjoy. I made an omelet this morning, and I used like an herb cream cheese instead of what I normally do, which is some kind of shredded cheese. And oh my god, was that a brilliant idea. I am definitely going to do that again. I think the reason I had never thought to do that before is because usually we've got other things to put on omelets. Like we've already got shredded cheese open, or what I like to do a lot is put pesto in my omelets, but I didn't have any pesto open, and I didn't want to open it just for the one omelet, so I was like, well, I've got open cream cheese, it's a type of cheese, might as well try it. So good. That with some fresh tomatoes and green onions. Man, it was a good breakfast. Oh, I just said I wanted to search that area for the cache and then immediately went the other direction. Facepalm. I swear, it's like my brain just shuts off. I say something and then just immediately go into autopilot and do something else. Oh well. Okay, let's try this again. Let's take a look at the map. It's not on the road, it's like behind the houses. And like near these little rock formation things. Somewhere in here. I'm assuming it's gonna be on the hill. Okay, maybe not. I guess it's a little bit further back than I realized. So like somewhere down here, maybe? You think it's right next to a house? Okay. I'll just walk around this rock thing again. I was hoping I could walk up and over the rock. Oh, maybe I can. Come on. You can do it, Will. I believe in you. Oh, please. Thank you. Sometimes their pathing just really gets under my nerves. Okay, let's try between the rock and this house. I'm hearing some music. Which could be promising. Like, maybe it's between those houses? It's kind of hard to tell because the box is so big on the map. And yeah, that could be it. No, that looks like coal. Maybe it's like between these two houses? Because this is definitely the lake. It's between the lake and the road. And these are the two burned down houses. So it's somewhere like in this triangle. Ha! Haha! This bright orange thing! Cool. So that should now be off the map. Yes, it is. Cool. There we go. That one's like up near where the tower is. I wonder if the climb is still there. Searched. Okay. I should get rid of some stuff. I should not be this heavy. Part of the problem was I had also forgotten what the caches look like. So I was just very unsure. But now that I know what it looks like, I should be able to find the other ones more easily. Yeah, I assume the area up there is pretty different because we couldn't come down that way from the plane crash. Let's just drop all of this. I don't think we need this many antibiotics either. I think we can drop the newsprint and the news rolls because we have so many cattail heads at this point. We've got 32. That's way more than we need. We'll drop this. Let's see. We are now wearing all of the clothes that we have. We don't really need 6 books. Let's drop quite a few of them. I don't really need these either. Not that they weigh very much. Honestly, I don't even think I need this antiseptic because we have Old Man's Beard. Alright, I'm gonna leave... Well, actually, I might risk the 20% dog food before bed tonight. Okay. That's a little bit better. We're off to see the grandmother, the wonderful grandmother of Milton. I have to say, her house is, like, really cute, just on the hill like this, and with the big wraparound front porch. I think it'd be so nice to have a porch like that. Just sitting outside and reading or knitting. We definitely have enough fuel for a 1-hour fire. I don't need to start a fire to know that. We also killed a bunny. I don't think we have that many cattails, but... Oh, wow, we definitely have that many cattails. To call it for bingo. And somehow I've already got caps lock on. I don't know how that happened. And pop culture reference. Yo.
You've come back.
I have.
Yes. I'm still looking for my friend. Anything you can remember might help.
They said there were bad men who came from the tunnel. Your friend, the woman, she must have passed through there.
Tunnel?
The only way through the mountains. The only way she could have gone. Grandmother wants to know what happened in the night. I heard the angry voices, the angry wind, but the rest is a mystery. Go to the tunnel and tell me what you find.
There are a lot of wolves out there. I forgot that they didn't narrate everything for a second. Hold on. That's forgets that things are different for sure. I knew that. Like when they first started talking, I was surprised because they were talking, and then they stopped talking, and I was surprised because they stopped talking. Yeah, I agree. Seeing this dialogue in third person is really cool. I actually like it a lot, and I sort of wish they had kept it that way instead of the first person only. It makes it a little more dynamic and a little more interesting to watch rather than just seeing the one side of the conversation. Okay, there are a lot of wolves out there. They never take long to move in once the people leave. Any idea where I might find a way to defend myself? My rifle stays with me, but there might be other ways. In the old days, we used to scare them off with fire. A torch would do the trick. We used to make them out of pieces of wood and a rag dipped in kerosene. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. You mentioned a storm before. Mountain blizzards blow through here from time to time. People get stuck indoors, or worse. Worse? They wander in circles only to die within reach of their homes, even when they are right in front of them. And they say, Greymother is blind. Ha! Okay. It's been a while since Greymother had anyone to cook for. Take some soup before you go. Thanks. Homemade soup. How sweet. Can I give her the... What would you like to talk about? Let's give her the rabbit pelt. Protection. There... Wait. We just... Watch out, people say they can smell your fear. You think I could borrow that rifle of yours? You have an old lady defenseless so you could protect yourself? Shame on you, Mackenzie. Of course not, but it would be nice to have a bit more protection out there. Surely someone else in town must have owned a gun of some kind. Old Henry McDermott used to be with the Coast Guard. He kept a distress pistol around just in case. Call for help? Right. Henry was always worried about kids getting their hands on it, so it won't be easy to find. Thanks. Okay, that is a little helpful. I was a little thrown off because it started off the same as our conversation earlier about the wolves. So I wasn't prepared for that. For that bit of dialogue. Okay. So do we have something on the... Firstly, yeah. Light up the night. Okay, that's not far from here. Maybe we try that. Let me just look at this again. It's at the end of this road. Wow. Between the soup and our clothing, we really don't need to worry about the cold at this point. How nice is that? Okay, so it should be this house, this final house on the lot, and I'm guessing it's going to be in the backyard somewhere. Okay. We just came through here, though. You'd think I would have seen it. Or is it in the house? It's probably in the house. Assuming I can get in? I cannot. I cannot get in. It could be like somewhere around this rock formation behind the house. What is this? Is this like a cellar that's snowed in? I guess. Wait, it's in this middle house? Their mapping is not very clear. Okay. It's just because the icons are so
The
big.
hermit must have hidden that weapon in here somewhere.
Ah, here we go. Well, at least we've got this thing. That should make it easier. But we have searched through this place before, so it should be kind of obvious because it'll be... You know, it'll stand out. We've already looked in places. Wait, I haven't looked in here yet. What do you get if you cross a grizzly with a harp? A barefaced liar. Welcome in, Laszlo. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend. Did he store it in the bathtub? No. He should have. Nothing is ever obvious. I was mostly kidding. I was being more hopeful than serious, I suppose. But I mean, isn't it going to be in its bright orange case? McDermott. Old McDermott had a flare gun. E-I-E-I-O. But he didn't take it when he left. That's not really useful. Are you kidding me? It's not going to be in any of these cabinets. That would be silly. They're all empty. Hey, I missed tomato soup. They're all empty. Let's close the microwave. It's in a container, but when you don't see, it's hidden underneath something else. Oh, awesome. I love that. Been sick. First few days of fever. Now rivers of snot. Ugh. Well, at least the fever's broken. I hope you feel better soon. That's no fun. Do I have to break something down in order to find it? Like break down a chair, maybe? It definitely seems like it's in the back based on this. But that could also be a lie. Ha! Underneath the rug. I was just about to say, I don't remember this typical layout of a house having two rugs. Okay, let's load it up. So we're ready to go. And now we can call that for bingo too. In that case, we should probably... I did actually load it, right? No, we didn't. It canceled halfway through because I left the house. In that case, I think we should try and get the St. Christopher's cache. Let's eat this 40% dog food. I'm mostly eating and drinking just to... Oh, that's an interesting little tip. I was wondering why he kept, like, fidgeting with the gun whenever I was eating and drinking. But that's actually a really cool little action of, you know, like, turning the safety on and off. That way he doesn't, I don't know, shoot himself while he's drinking. That's cool. I like that. I don't think we do that now. Hey, Zert, welcome in. Good to see you. Yes, I am on a little earlier than usual. I have plans this evening, so I wanted to get started so that we'd have a little more than just like an hour and a half. Right, that's what I wanted. Gonna make coffee. Good plan. In the meantime, Mouse Hat. Yes, thank you. Mouse Hat is engaged. And let's see, do my timers work? They were wonky last time. But they're working again. Excellent. Something they cut shorter, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I'm pretty sure that that doesn't happen anymore. I think you just kind of like put it away. And in a way it makes sense. It's again the whole realism versus fun thing, and like this extra animation does take more time and whatnot, but I kind of like that. I'm actually just gonna grab this first, though. Actually, let's use the flare. We've got enough flare shells at this point. Oh, right. I forgot about the skills. We'll just call it. Anything that's impossible, we'll call. Hello, Mr. Wolf. I think it's interesting that he's not turning around. I honestly thought he would have been curious about the sound. Maybe he's a deaf wolf. Not to be confused with a death wolf. That reminds me, I'm playing The Sims a lot recently, and I had my sim adopt 2 random stray dogs and then breed them. And I just used the like random name generator thing in the game, and it suggested that one of the puppies' names be Laser Wolf. And it turns out Laser Wolf is like an independent and aggressive dog, and I'm like, it would be. The name Laser Wolf is definitely appropriate for this dog. Oh, and there's the cache. I can see it already. Perfect.
Aha, here it is.
Ooh, lots of stuff. Wait. Oh, I thought I had... Oh, I actually intended to get rid of all of the bow and arrow stuff because I figured I wasn't going to do that. Okay. Because I remembered to get all of the ones about making arrows and such. And I guess I just overlooked that one. Thank you for letting me know. If anyone else sees any impossible tasks, please let me know. And like actually impossible, not like highly improbable. No, Bunny! How dare you? Where did he go? There he is. No! Unbelievable. Do I have miss as a shot? Because if so, we could totally... Yeah, we can totally use that for this. What? This bunny will die. I don't understand. I'm using the thumb method. Also, I'm now out of stones. I also love that you can see Will's ring. I think that's also a very nice touch. Hey! Be nice, Mav. Come on. I'm an expert noob, okay? No, honest to God, I understand that I'm not good at games. I just have fun with games, and that's okay too. Okay, we'll go after this bunny first, I guess.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Yeah, that doesn't help. It really doesn't help that I'm super encumbered. I'm not just over encumbered, I'm super encumbered. Yeah. I should drop some stuff. What if we eat this MRE? Can I eat all of it? No. Okay, well that only helped a minor amount. Yeah, let's drop all this reclaimed wood. That helps a little. Oh my god, there are so many bunnies! I didn't realize there were 3 here. I thought there were only 2. Yes. No! Are you kidding me? I hit that bunny! I hit that bunny! Like, right in the face. Get back here. Now it's going over the branch. Get back here! Ah! It tried to do a little sideways samba, and I said, uh-uh. Okay. Where are the others?
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know. Well, here, we'll drop one. We'll drop one of the bunnies. Bunny massacre. Ah! I swear that hit its little bunny tail. That one at least scared it. Wait, oh no, I actually did hit one. I thought that was my carcass. This is actually unfortunate because I don't know where my carcass is. Is it that thing between the trees? I think so. Yes, I did. Okay, that's actually probably enough. We could start a fire, I suppose. No, it's too windy to start a fire here. How about here? Right over the bunny prints. Honestly, I think that's one of my favorite things in the game is little details like seeing the paw prints in the snow. It's so cute. And only a little bit sad when you realize what I've done.
Turned out pretty well.
We'll use the cedar. We'll wait till it's warm to actually... use coal, which will also lighten our load a little bit. I don't really need that. Might as well just go without a tool. Oh, I forgot to put stuff on my fire. There we go. Now, where is the other bunny? I only have one rock. No, 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 no. I keep accidentally taking out the pistol instead of the rocks. Okay, there we go. We've got 4. Alright, Mr. Bunny, I'm really sorry about this, but I do need to kill you too. Thank you for your sacrifice. I need you in order to gain trust with the Grey Mother. And that's actually really important. What's problematic about this game is that, like, and by this game I mean this level of difficulty, is I feel bad killing the bunnies just for their carcasses because, like, we just have so much food that it's not really worth the time and the effort to harvest the bunnies for their meat and cook the meat and stuff. But I'd like to because I feel bad just killing them for their skins. You know, it just feels wrong. Yeah, I think we will max out trust with her. I actually feel like we probably didn't need 3 bunnies, but probably just 2 and some sticks, bandages, whatever. But this will definitely be the easiest way to max it out. Because I don't remember if it's 300 or 350. We should take a quick look. It was one of those 2. Trust. 375. Okay, we have 203. Actually, this won't be quite enough. We'll need to also give her some other stuff. Because if we have 203 now, plus... we can just give her a bunch of sticks, I suppose. Plus 150. That brings us to 353, so we're a little bit short. But that's okay. We'll just give her lots of sticks and make some bandages and stuff to give her as well. We could probably make it into town, actually. I was thinking about spending the night here. Accelerant cloth. Suppose we could take the cloth and make even more bandages, more water. I really don't need these things. Oh, there was a flare in the church. Ugh. Exactly. We'll just make some bandages. We'll max out our trust with her today, I think. Remember saving beans for Jeremiah? I haven't come across him yet. I'm really interested about that. For some reason, I thought he was in the gas station the first time you go there. But he wasn't there when we went. I'm gonna use the reclaimed wood because I can give Grey Mother torches. I mean, sticks. What I want to do is make bandages. Also, I want to prepare some stuff for tea. Oh yeah, Methuselah. I always get the 2 confused. I don't know why. I guess because both of them, like, I know they're different characters. I know they look different. But, like, they both have the same energy in terms of being... well, actually, that's not even true either. Their names just are both old biblical names, and I can never keep the 2 straight. Okay, let's make some bandages. Wait, he must mention his name. Or does like everyone in the community talk about him and that's how I know it? Cuz I've definitely heard his name before. Okay, I guess we'll be sleeping here tonight after all. Didn't think I was going to spend that much time making bandages and tea. Alright, let's have some water. Okay, so I guess that just must have been something that people have been saying so much in the community that I just kind of picked that up. Because I did know that he was named, obviously. I wonder why they stopped introducing him in the new version. Let's go into our inventory. Finish up this MRE. Oh, I wanted to eat the low quality stuff before bed last night. And I forgot to do that. I'm just like taking care of some of these heavier food items. I'm pretty sure I saw some more cloth over here. And I did. Let's see if there's any more around here. We can make some more bandages for Grey Mother. That's newspaper. Oh, these fleece mittens we could break down. Found lots of those little story nuggets throughout OG Wintermute that were cut for Redux. It's also interesting because apparently that's stuck around so much because, like I said, I never questioned that was his name or that he had a name. Okay, how many bandages do we have at this point? We have 9 bandages. And we still have 9 cloth. Okay, we might as well make a few more. But it makes you wonder why they took some of that stuff out. Like, I can sort of understand why they might have taken out certain things like, I'm trying to think of a good example, because so far I'm really happy with the way this is playing out. Like, I suppose I can understand why they took out the trust system. Like, I think it makes sense. What are you doing? I think it made sense to have the trust system in, but maybe it was going to get too complicated, or maybe it just didn't make sense with the way they were developing the story. But I don't know, a lot of the things that they've changed, I don't really see the logic behind changing it or the reason. I actually really like the trust system, to be honest. I think it's very intriguing. I think the only thing I would have changed is I think I would have tweaked it so, like, you find out through conversation what things they need, and, like, through trial and error. Rather than just having this list of, oh, a bunny pelt gives you 50 trust. Okay. That was really weird. The game just cut out all sound there for a second. Welcome back, Leslie. Hope you got a nice piping hot cup of coffee. I'm gonna have to make more tea soon. I think that's the only tweak I would really make to the trust system. I think the idea is really cool. Now maybe it's in part because I'm trying to think, like, going to future episodes, would it be too cumbersome to always have this trust system in place? Or maybe is it because it doesn't make sense to have a trust system with every character, but, like, I'm sure you could find ways around that too. I don't know, I guess I'd love to, like, pick their brain about the decisions that they made along the way. Oh, thank you for the streamer wellness, Laszlo. I'm gonna have to grab my water bottle because I'm all out of liquids. Me personally, I think Grandmother's story is more interesting than in Redux. It's a little deeper, you get more details. I mean, obviously I haven't gotten that far into her story yet, but I do like this way of, like, building up trust and getting information from her slowly, because I know that the way I played the Wintermute the first time, I just asked her all the questions, like, bam, 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 bam. I wanted it all at once. And on the one hand, that satisfied my need for getting all the information. On the other hand, I felt it was very text heavy and, like, very dialogue heavy. It was, like, just constant discussion and just sitting there, especially because it's first person rather than this back and forth between the two in a dialogue. And so I was just like, okay, on the one hand, it's really cool to get all this information. On the other hand, I'm literally just sitting here watching this one person talk at me for a really long time. And so I'm kind of torn. I do like the fact that, like, I can see both ways with the first versus third person for the discussion. Like, the first person is much more personal. It feels more like you are having this discussion and not that you're observing the discussion. But, you know, that I could give or take. But this whole, like, needing to gain her trust to learn more about certain things, I just think that's a cool twist that, like, doesn't happen a lot. I'm just gonna go grab my water. Hold on. It's also good for the eyes and the joints. Cheers. Imagine having a trust system with the guys who kidnap you in episode 4. Hey, Mega, welcome in. Good to see you. Although now I feel like, since we had that question of the Daybot question, I feel like I should start calling you Tokibu, and I'm really, really sorry. I feel like I need to apologize. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the only thing I think of is just, like, how do you work that into episode 4? Because you have so many people that definitely, like, firstly, you don't want to work with them, and secondly, like, gaining their trust is one of those things, like, you don't want to run errands for them. Here, give her items. 3 rabbit pelts. And let's give her 3 bandages. And then how many sticks do I still need? 7 sticks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woohoo! Okay, let's ask about Great Bear. What can you tell me about Great Bear? Nothing you can't read in the history books. Oh, for goodness sake, take this one. That's, like, the best conversation ever. Like, if you want me to feed you and bring you firewood, tell me what I want to know. Like, not so long ago, she tells you where you can find something to defend yourself with, the distress pistol. Some streamers call me Toki, that's fine too. Okay. Yeah, I guess it just kind of happens. A lot of people tend to go with the first half of the name. I also, like, I feel that because I honestly thought that a lot of people would call me Mouse. and a surprising number of people call me Waffle, and I wasn't expecting that either. So I completely understand, like, having a name and then realizing that people just are gonna call you what they're gonna call you. Better boots. You won't get far in this rugged terrain if you don't have the right footwear. I only have what I had on me when I crashed. You may have to take what you find left behind. My feet are fine. Don't be so stubborn, Manlander. Here, take these old boots. They belong to my... Oh, never mind. Just take them. See, that's nice. That builds up intrigue. Like, who? Who did they belong to? They're some of the best you can get for climbing. Of course, we already know the answer if you've already played through, but still, it's... I like this reveal to help keep you going. Rabbit skin mitts. If you want to survive out here, you'll have to learn to be self-sufficient, right? When I was growing up, we understood what that meant. When something wore out, we couldn't just go online and order a new one and have it magically drone delivered to your door. Bah! As a little girl, I already knew how to hunt rabbits and turn their skin into clothes. I'll tell you how it's done. Okay, cool. So now we've gotten some knowledge. First aid, controls, fire status, crows, raw meat, clothing, rose hips, knowledge, sprinting, stones, man, blah, blah, blah. Wait. Town of Milton. Founded in 1911 during the early rush to coal mine in the surrounding mountains, Milton went through a boom-bust cycle through the 1900s, at one point peaking at about 1,000 residents. In the 2000s, it settled into the hundreds, and post-collapse, the population has struggled to remain in the low double digits. Originally built along a supply route from the coastline leading to the interior, the old dirt path was replaced by a paved highway in 1960. Its location about halfway between Port Mary and the interior mountains gave it a natural advantage as a convenient stopping-off point for fuel and supplies for miners, loggers, mill workers, and campers from the mainland, a dynamic that fueled the town's growth as the island's economy boomed in the 1980s. However, the construction of the Great Bear Highway, aka Highway 15, meant travelers could easily bypass Milton on their way north, which in many ways triggered the gradual decline of Milton's importance as a gateway town. This decline was exaggerated even more in the post-collapse economic environment, where very few travelers or resource workers had reason to visit Great Bear. Eventually, apart from a few stalwarts and old-timers with deep roots in the area, Milton became, for all intents and purposes, a ghost town. Knowledge, History of the Collapse, Part 1. In the mid-20-whatevers, the ongoing global economic crisis fueled by continued political instability in the U.S. and Europe contributed to increasing volatility in the financial markets, led to the sudden catastrophic collapse of the Canadian and, in general, the North American banking system. This immediately rendered Canadian currency worthless, triggered superinflation of the U.S. dollar, and all trade and economic activity promptly shifted to the Chinese yuan or cryptocurrencies, a la Bitcoin. Crippled economically, Canada was brought under the financial oversight of the North American Economic Zone, which positioned Canada as a kind of protectorate of larger U.S.-based economic bloc. From this point onward, the majority of economic activity became centralized on Canada's already densely urbanized population, with smaller rural and remote communities being essentially cut off. Without a local economic lifeline, many of these communities had become dependent for their continued existence. Most rural or remote communities became hollowed out as people fled to urban areas in search of greater economic stability. History of the Collapse, Part 2. For places like Great Bear, already quite remote and suffering after decades of economic decline, the sudden collapse was the final straw. Without any major local economic drivers of their own, the remaining communities on Great Bear became completely dependent on a supply lifeline from the mainland, regular shipments of basic staples designed to keep them alive: fuel, food, medical supplies, etc., in many ways akin to World War II-era wartime rationing. In exchange for regular supply drops, the mainlanders, in some cases at the behest of their economic overlords south of the border, felt justified in taking whatever supplies and raw materials they needed to maintain the urban communities, including dismantling some of the heavy industrial infrastructure left on Great Bear. But where's the information that she gave us about the mittens? Oh, maybe it's under clothing? No, that was the thing that we learned during the very beginning. Like, when we were still at the crash site. Strange. Yeah, they only voiced some of the lines. Oh, I have the blueprint. Oh, I didn't think to look here. I thought there would be some sort of little blurb, and then at the end of it, it would maybe say, like, more information in the blueprint or something like that. It was just so abrupt. Good morning, Lily. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you for the mouse hat. There we go. Why can I not get this, like, sitting on my head properly? There we go. For some reason, it always looks funny to me. Oh. Let's just get in. Let's just get in the car. Unfortunately, I can't see him. Oh, I got new boots, right. I forgot about that already. Thank you. These are warmer. Can't drop these, though. We could repair them while we're waiting for this wolf to leave us alone. College visit yesterday. This month is packed with them. Oh, goody. That's exciting. Lots of random German. Oh my goodness. How long is that again? Is it 3 minutes? I feel like it's 3 minutes. Yes. Okay. Then I'm gonna wait until this countdown gets to 7 minutes. Or 8 minutes, I guess. And then I'll start. Okay. We should be safe now. Nope. That was intriguing. Hi. Leave me alone, please. Holy moly. I'm not a fan of that. Not even a little bit. Could harvest these. Okay. Oh, but we can already call that I'm gonna speak German. Okay. Ich will einfach weg von diesem Wolf. Nein. Lass mich in Ruhe. Danke. Okay, wir haben es jetzt einmal benutzt. War sehr effektiv. Oh, das mit dem Entsicherung, also dieses Sicherungsding, das ist voll den guten Hinweis, ob es geladen ist oder nicht. Boah, jetzt finde ich es noch besser. Ich wünschte, das wäre immer noch so. Weil das ist mir schon mal passiert. Ich dachte, es wäre geladen und dann versuche ich halt, ihn zu nutzen. Aber der war halt gar nicht geladen und dann bin ich einfach, weiß ich nicht, so Abendessen für irgendeinen Bär oder so. Hallo Trooper! Willkommen. Wir machen eine Runde Deutsch. Genau, das ist Wintermute. Und Mann, das ist so hilfreich. Wieso haben die das weggenommen? Okay, es gibt auch hier irgendwo so ein Versteck. Nee, das ist oben, ne? Das ist nicht hier unten. Meine ich. Ja, okay, dann gehen wir einfach zum Bus. Okay. Ja, da war scharf. Er ist scharf abgebogen. Aus irgendeinem Grund. gehe super selten zum Bus, ehrlich
That guy who
gesagt.
drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Wenn du das schon sagst, ey. Geht's dir jetzt besser? Sehr gut. Jetzt kannst du die Klappe halten. Was war das für ein Geräusch? Das hörte sich sehr metallisch an. Ganz komisch. Okay. Ja, lass uns einfach ein bisschen joggen. Okay. Ja, und hier lernen wir, dass es halt crashed prison transport bus. Yeah, welcome in, Trooper. I hope your internet issues have been taken care of and that things have been running more smoothly for you. Yeah, Denglish is definitely the best language. I was not expecting a cutscene here. Okay. I always joke at work that I speak fluent Denglish. He has hairy hands. Your suggestion of changing servers did the trick. We've been rolling along without dropping frames ever since. Awesome! I'm so glad to hear that. Also, we have to... I forgot to do this, of course. Spammer no spamming. Hey, Lily, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm pretty sure there's actually this cutscene in the new version too, isn't there? Or something like, it's not from that perspective though. Isn't it also first person? Oh, I wanted to read that note that we picked up. Sorry, my brain is like trying to do 5 things at once, which is definitely not helpful. Oh my goodness. Trooper, thank you so much for those gift subs. Everyone, enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. Okay, prison transport manifest. The following felons are slated for immediate transport to Black Rock Federal Penitentiary. Scheduled arrival Thursday, November whatever, 20 whatever. White, Irving, Kang, Kelly, Harris, Mathis, Gabus, Ing, Leclerc, Kowalski, Baker, Discoops, or Discoupé, I don't know. Total roster 12 inmates, no medical conditions, none. So, one thing that I was saying during my bout of random German is, I just realized this whole thing with the safety on and off thing, of the flare gun is that you automatically know whether or not the gun is loaded. And I was saying there have been many times where I'm running around with the flare gun and I assume it's loaded. I get into a situation where I need to use it, and then it turns out it wasn't loaded, and so I end up becoming, you know, bear food, basically. Or, you know, get my ribs stomped or something. And this is like just a nice little way to visually know whether or not it's loaded. I kind of wish they had kept it that way. Yeah, I also think Leclerc's name seems familiar. I do think he shows up as like... Just get inside. Hey, there's a pry bar. That's better than the pry bar we have, I think. I can't drop it now. That's inconvenient. I shouldn't have done that in here. I guess we could just, like, eat stuff. I should put this away, because it's kind of driving me crazy. Hey, Rob, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Still with the scout episode 4, I think. Maybe. It's been way, way, way too long since I've played episode 4. I remember essentially nothing. Alright, I think he might be far enough away. Yeah, he lost us. Oh, no! Ah, leave me alone! I don't want to use this again. Don't make me use this! He's still growling back there. They're so persistent. Seriously, look at how persistent he is. Okay, we're gonna reload this immediately. I do have torches, but I don't trust that the torches are gonna work. I mean, theoretically they should. Grey Mother did say that's how they used to scare off the wolves. Alright, this is gone. We still have a few hours of daylight. Maybe we should try and head up to where that cache is. Oh, thank you for the good RNG, Lily. I appreciate that. Torches ain't no wonder tool against wolves yet. Yeah, I kind of don't trust them yet. Although we have perfect health and we have everything we need in terms of stuff and things, you know, bandages and whatnot. I just still don't trust that I won't die. Hi. That's actually a really nice touch. That deer carcass has been there for a very long time. And it's kind of a nice touch to randomly have a wolf picking at the rest of it. Yeah, I have so much lamp fuel, it's not even funny. Alright. Let's see what this area looks like. Wow, it does look really different. I am intrigued. Why didn't that work? That's weird. Oh, the troll alerts didn't connect properly. Hold on. Let me just give you your points back. No point in taking 1,000 points if it's not going to do anything. Okay, there we go. That's so weird. I wonder why it didn't connect. It's like stuck on the cookies and advertising choices. Great. I'll have to check that out later. I don't know what's going on. A likely story, I know. Yeah, I have to use this like special tool, and for some reason it's logged me out, and I thought I had logged in, but it didn't. So, next time. Next time, I promise. This is a very different path. No rose hip climb. Just a smooth walk up. Interesting. You have to wonder why they changed this. Okay, so now I'm curious, is the cache going to be... If it's there, is it going to be in this, like, cave area over here? That would be my guess. We've got more coal. My guess is that it's somewhere in here, but I could be wrong. We seriously have way too much lamp fuel. It's kind of crazy. Cookies and advertising choices ruining everything since 2016. For real. Oh, you're right. I did find a pry bar. I forgot that that was a bingo event. I've almost certainly said I don't know at some point. GG Laszlo, congrats on that bingo win. No, so far so good. Oh, also, I've defended myself with the flare gun. Oh, I didn't call that. I mean, I didn't use that as a bingo event. I know it is a bingo event. I just don't have it in this game because I was thinking to myself, well, why would I ever use the flare gun? There are no wolves. I mean, there are no bears and no moose, and I won't use it on a wolf, and yet I did. Okay, so it wasn't in the cave. It's not down below, is it? I mean, I suppose that's possible. But I'm gonna search up here thoroughly before I look down there. I might even sleep in the cave. Oh! I'm sorry, Zert. I missed that. There we go. Is Waffle Melts because there's something is a bingo event? A bingo event. It should be. We should definitely make that a bingo event because it happens so often. You just completed episode 2. I can confirm the lack of regular bears or moose does not stop the game from showering you with rifle flares. With flare shells. Yeah. GG Zert. Congrats on that bingo win. Sorry I missed it earlier. I shall actually get attacked by a wolf and die, thus wasting the points. That would be really sad. Okay, is it in here? It's astonishing how one can overlook something being 2 meters in front of it. Yeah, no, that's totally possible if you're me. And if you think it's just limited to games, let me assure you it's not. I'm like this in real life too. What's this guy have? Oh, a knife.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
An arrowhead. Fine, we'll have something to eat and then we'll drink some more. I'm seriously, like, so unobservant, it's not even funny. Okay, well, at least now I know it's up here. It's so funny. I'm pretty decent at puzzles and stuff. And even finding, like, really random connections to things. But being observant in, like, a physical space, absolutely not. No, forget about it. Okay, I'm still not seeing anything. I know it wasn't up near the tower because on the map, the tower is here and the cache is near the cave. Near the cave? In front of the cave? Behind the cave? In front of the cave? You'd think I'd notice it because it's bright orange. But no. Streamers are real people too. Believe it or not, yes. Let's try to kill a bear with a flare gun, proving she has a flare for the dramatic. Yes. Indeed. That is what I have. I have a flare for the dramatic. It's bright orange. How am I not seeing it? It's in the cave, not a... Are you kidding me? Okay, well then I don't feel so bad. I was looking for a bright orange box. Because that's what the caches are. So obviously if I'm looking for bright orange, I'm not going to find it if it's not there.
There you are.
Okay, yeah, that is obvious, and I did see this, and I was just like, okay, but that's just like a weird rock thing, because my brain was primed for the orange cache box, because that's what the other two caches looked like, so obviously my brain was like, this is what we're looking for. And I saw that and I was like, yeah, whatever, who cares? So I don't feel that that was on me. Alright, we're gonna eat all the low quality stuff. I mean, obviously it was on me, but like, I don't think it was as bad as you made it seem. Okay, that was fine. Here, let's eat this 19% energy bar. Do we have any other low quality? Firstly, let's drop this. I don't care about that. I don't care about these. Okay. Are these warmer? They won't be warmer. Once we get this up to 100%, it'll be like a degree. This is 1.5. Where's the other hat? That's 2. Okay. Oh, but I can still wear this, right? I forgot that goes under accessories, not hats. Here, let's eat this banged up tomato soup. But that cache I don't think looks like that in Redux. I'm pretty sure I just did these. I just did the story episodes 1 and halfway through 2. But the modern versions, I just did them a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure all of the caches are orange boxes. I'm quite certain. No, I'm pretty sure it's also a box now. Go to a store and ask them to accept cash. And then hand over a box just like filled with band-aids. I mean, I obviously can't check right now, but I'm pretty sure that it's an orange box now. I know it's in the cave, but I'm pretty sure it's a box. I think they changed it. Okay, do I need to fix up any of my clothes? I could fix up this vest. We're just gonna sleep in this cave. We could fix up his shirt. Into a hot doll. We can fix this up. Okay, let's drop the sewing kit because it's ruined. Suppose we could fix up these pants. I mostly just want to fix up as much stuff as possible to use up the cloth. Still have 2 cloth. That's fine. 2 is okay. Oh, fire logs are heavy and they don't really provide that much warmth. There we go. We've got a few fire-related ones. I guess we can get some sleep. Story mode really tries to sell us on the fire logs. It doesn't do a very good job. It really doesn't. I mean, they're heavy. They don't provide much, much warmth. They do give you a decent amount of time, but not really so much that it's worth it. And then even if you're sold on them, they're so rare in survival mode, it doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna sleep for 4 hours to start, just in case it gets really cold in here. We need to make a fire. But seriously, like, they look cool, but that's about the extent of what I can say positively about fire logs. Oh yeah, it still feels like 10 degrees. Let's do another 4 hours. Where's my bedroll now? Bedroll! I didn't just pick it up, did I? I did. Go me! I thought I hit sleep 4 hours. I must have hit pick up instead. Sorry. I got distracted because I got a message about my plans later. There we go. Still 6 degrees. Okay, we're fine. Let's just have something to drink and then sleep the rest of the night. In real life, fire logs make it easy to start a fire, but they don't actually burn that hot. And see, I'd be okay with that too if they had that bonus in the game as well. Like, you had not just a higher chance of starting, but say, I don't know, maybe with a fire log you can actually start you have like 100% chance of starting a fire without accelerant or something like that, but it's not even that good. It's just... they're just not really that worth it in the game. I understand being nervous. I get nervous about everything. But I'm sure it's gonna be okay. And I hope it goes well. Yeah, I get, like, nervous about the stupidest shit, too. Oh, hey. I didn't even mean to swear. That just kind of happened. Sorry about that. Do I want these cattails? I don't think I do. Do I want deer meat? 4 kilos of deer meat. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was gonna say I don't really care about deer meat, but actually, I do care about deer meat. Oh, I'm really stiff for some reason. I don't know why. Come on, little fire. I could make some tea. We have plenty of water, and we've prepped so much tea stuff.
All right.
We'll just do it like this. Here, we will make a tea. Why not? And I can't add this yet, can I? No, 11 more minutes. Okay. GG Mav. Congrats on the bingo win. So we've got 37 minutes on this fire. I forgot that I have a hunting knife now. Oh, that's exciting. I forgot about that. No, no. No, 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 no. Wind. Wind. Don't be like this. Fine. Ooh, we're actually losing temperature. I mean, barely, but... We'll just grab some sticks and go make a fire in the cave. I actually really like this layout, and I have to wonder... I want to know why they made the changes that they made. I just want to know. Actually, I'm now curious as to whether or not the fire logs give you a decent, like, starting percentage. 67%! Books are better. Seriously, give me a reason. Give me a reason to use logs. You did it go badly, so you sprained an ankle. I mean, I can try, or Lily has just requested it, so we'll just call it. I like not having to sprain an ankle. GG, Rob. Okay, 1 minute on the fire. I mean, 2 hours is pretty good. It just has, like, no heat output. And GG, Lily. Congrats to both of you on the bingo win. Let's make some venison in celebration. Actually, I can't remember. Do we have the meat one, or... No, just killing a deer. Okay. Oh, but we slept in a cave. Can't forget that one. Also, didn't they change it so that in Redux you actually do have skills? I'm trying to remember, but it's been a while. Okay, let's eat this venison before it goes bad. Attracts wolves. I don't really want to carry this around with us. And I suppose we technically don't have to. We can come back up here at some point. I'll probably forget that that's there, but if we happen to stumble our way up here, then I will be pleasantly surprised to find cooked deer meat. Well, that stinks. But I have pulled good torches. I probably also pulled a bad torch at some point. I did explore that area up by the tower already. So I think we can just head back down. Let's grab a few more sticks. Always a good idea to get out the flare gun. That way we can go and ask Grey Mother for more answers. Okay, which reminds me, we do actually have to go tell her about the bus. That's where we're at this point. It's telling her that there was the bus accident and that the tunnel collapsed. Oh man, I was hoping I could just like go over the hill here. Fine. Fine game, I'll go around this way. We can probably put this away. Don't want to scare her. Wow, that wolf is still at it, 24 hours later. We can go shoe shopping for junior prom today so my daughter can get her dress hemmed. Oh, that's exciting! Good luck. I hope she finds shoes that she really loves and that are comfortable. That's always the thing. Finding ones that fit and look perfectly like with the dress, but are also comfortable for dancing and standing around and stuff.
And your friend?
No sign of her. The tunnel's blocked. Looks like maybe an avalanche. But I think she got through before that happened.
Huh. If the tunnel is blocked, that's the end for Grey Mother.
So the tunnel is the only way through the mountains?
No, not the only way through. But my only way through. Grey Mother is tired now. Let her rest for a while.
Wait, she trusts us even more? Fine. I'll let you rest. Seems deep in thought. Return to her once she's rested a while. I don't wanna. What am I supposed to do? But yeah, like, I feel like these moments are somehow more powerful because of how they're split up. Have I searched this truck already? I believe I have. I have not. Just purple. That. This place is boarded up. I don't really want to go to the farmhouse yet, because she'll still send us there, I assume. And then it would feel like a waste to go there twice. But I don't think I have any side quests at this point. Safety deposit box. Oh. I mean, I do have that, but I can't get in yet. Because I don't have the vault code yet. Also, how long do I have to let Grey Mother rest? Just like go back in. Are you rested yet? Are you rested? How about now? How about now? Just like keep poking her in the side until she throws you out. You lose all trust. You think leaving the house and re-entering is enough, or passing some time maybe? I guess we'll see. I kind of hope that it wasn't enough to just like walk around this part of town and come back, because I think it'd be really funny if she'd be like, no, I still need more time. Oh, beef jerky. And betrayal. I left him like I promised I would, and I waited here like you asked. Where are you? It's getting too cold to sit here. Pick me up at the old the old post office when you can, and let's get out of here. If you don't pick me up by midnight, I'm out of here on my own. Yeah, that is the nice thing, that you can just sleep even if you're not tired. Man, he is such a loud eater. Alright. I'm back! Fine. Like I said, it is kind of nice that it's realistic. In the sense that you're not just leaving for 10 minutes and then she's rested and fine. Oh, thank you for that streamer wellness. Level 2, Laszlo, I will go make a tea. That does seem like a good plan. My tea is long empty. I'll make it a short break though, because I'm gonna have to wrap up in like 45 minutes. But we'll do Plinko. We'll see how nice Plinko is to us today, and I'll be back in just like a minute or two. Okay, I'm back, and apparently Plinko just hates everyone today and just refused to work. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I'm back with another tea. I have a cranberry pomegranate tea today. And I'm just gonna say that someone won because if everyone loses, nobody loses? I don't know. I mean, it's not our fault that the game was bugged. Thanks, Rob. Plinko turned into Plinko. Alright, I gave her like 3 hours. How about now? Seriously? Do I have to wait until tomorrow? I don't wanna wait. That's so weird that Plinko just refused to respond. I don't understand, but what's she gonna do, right? Just keep on moving. I don't really know what to do at this point, because like I said, I don't want to go down to the farm yet. We've done all of the caches. We've searched all of these houses. I guess we just have to wait until tomorrow. I guess we just sleep in one of these places for the night. Just because it's somewhere different and... Is that a glitch? I know a thing or two about glitches. It might be. I guess we'll find out. I will give her... What the... What the actual mother fluffer was that? Oh my god! Okay, I don't have anything for being attacked by a wolf, apparently. Or injured by a wolf. I don't know. But holy mother! Yeah, apparently that one can get me for sure. How rude! Oh hey, I didn't realize I picked up this key. When did that happen? Okay, let's take a look. I have no afflictions. How are my clothes? 35%. We could maybe fix up the mittens and the wool toque. I don't have any stink on me. We left the meat behind. I have no idea. It was just instant. There was no warning. See, I told you she'd get attacked and raised your points. Hey, but we didn't die. I mean, we're actually surprisingly well off. I was getting prepared for a really long fight with that wolf. And then it was just over. Is that a can opener? Oh, that's exciting. I'll just call all of those right now. New dog food. Okay, so these people obviously had a dog, I hope. Or very interesting food tastes. Some more tea. Including one that's already prepared.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Peaches? Oh my gosh, this place is stacked. Oh, good question about the ear wraps. I think they were? 84%. We could fix those up too. We'll have to grab some curtains. Oh, that was the axe. Which is also surprising. I also was not expecting that to work very well. Normally I like to use the hammer because it ends it the quickest, typically, but I don't have one, so. Man, this place is just like stupid with snacks.
I could use this.
Simple parka. The ear wraps we could definitely fix up. Oh, hey! Wool socks. I'm not gonna take them, but we can call that for bingo. A lot of people swear by the axe. Okay. I always panic when I get into these wolf skirmishes. Kerfuffles, if you will. Kerfluffles? Question mark. And I was told that that the hammer ends it the most quickly, which is why it's my tool of choice. And if I don't have that, I just like never know what to go with, and so I always panic. As opposed to the not so simple parka. Yes, the very complex, very complicated parka.
I think I can use this.
Okay, so that's actually quite a bit of good stuff. Bank vault code, yes! Give me that bank vault code. 1930-08.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Actually, I think I might need to leave that on to do my sewing. And we have enough fuel that I'm not worried about it. Clothing. Let's fix up this wool sweater. Yeah, the hammer's just my weapon of choice when it comes to getting rid of wolves. And without it, I'm always lost. Yeah, we're definitely gonna swap this out. I'm sorry, Will, you're gonna have to leave that behind. And we're definitely gonna wear this instead of this. Fix that up. I got a drink. Also, I should check how much fuel I still have in this thing. Oh, we need to refuel this. For sure. Okay, there we go. Now. I don't even know if it's worth eating this. It's probably not. I really don't want food poisoning, especially not for 450 calories. That would be crazy. Need to run to the pharmacy if I don't see you. Have a nice week. All right, Laszlo, I hope you feel better soon. Good luck with the pharmacy run. And hopefully see you soon. So mostly okay. We're at 19 degrees of warmth bonus. That's pretty sweet. How much cloth do I still have? None, apparently. Apparently I've used it all up. There we go. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I'm taking a pottery class. It's in 2 parts. The first part is this coming week, where we'll actually be doing the crafting, and then it'll essentially set and they'll fire it and stuff the first time, I guess. And then the second session we'll do glazing and stuff like that. And I'm really excited. I've only done something like this once before, where I made little gnomes. This was several years ago back in the States. I did that with my mom, and I had a blast. And so I'm really excited, but this time it's very much a free free pottery session, like in the sense that you just do whatever you want. It's not like the gnome class where, you know, they taught us how to make gnomes specifically. You could make them however you wanted to, but like that's what we were all working on. This time it's very much you get the clay and do what you want type of thing. So I have so many ideas in my head of what I'd like to try to do. And I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It'll probably be something that I decide spontaneously. I've been thinking about like spoon rests for cooking. I've been thinking about like, I've got this cute little dish that's shaped like a teapot that I use for my tea bags once I've taken them out. So I've thought about trying to make little tea bag holders like that too. I've thought about like little vases or, you know, like a butter dish. I've thought about like things that you put underneath soap. I have so many ideas and I haven't decided what I want to do yet. It's just too hard to decide. So it'll definitely be something that I just decide spontaneously based on what speaks to me. A model of Will and Astrid. I don't know that I'd be that good. I think they'd look very stick figure-ish. But it could be fun. Oh, I could try and make something with like the Hinterland logo on it. Excuse me. I thought I just heard something running around. This guy is still eating. The older the new one. Well, you know, the new one would probably be easier. No, and if this one goes well, like if I have a really good time and I feel comfortable at this place, which I don't know why I wouldn't. I've been following them for a while on Instagram and the team seems really, really nice and I think it'll be a lot of fun. And if that's the case, I'm gonna take like a pottery throwing class with them. And then maybe if I do like, I don't know, if I do a mug at some point, I could try and make like the coffee cup. That would be cool. Okay, it was 19-something-08. I don't remember what the something was. 32 maybe? 30. Oh, I was close. Nineteen 30 08. Okay, and I only have the key for number 7, I think. Ah, yes. I also like to keep chocolate in my deposit box. Let's put this away so we don't have to keep locking and unlocking it. Stack of papers. Bring up the vinegar, water, salt, sugar mix after finishing the salad. You feel every end of your nerves. I bet you do. I'm actually getting a little hungry. That's 15. I only have 7. The key for 7 at this point. Cash and a flare shell. Flare shell. Sweet. Okay, so 20, 15, and 13 still are out there. So yesterday on my way back from the, like, craft fair place, I had to stop to pick up a few groceries, and I decided to treat myself to some ice cream, and so I've still got some ice cream in the freezer, and I'm looking forward to having some of that later tonight. It's an ice cream that's like half chocolate ice cream, half caramel ice cream with like a caramel core in the center. Just like a giant pool of caramel in the middle. Oh, so good. It's one of my favorites. Okay, now it surely must have been long enough.
I can't be here anymore.
Yes, thank you.
My friend is out there and she needs my help. Please, tell me how to find her and I'll do whatever I can to help you get out of here.
There's only one thing left to be done. You need to put her to rest.
Put her to... I'm not giving up yet.
On the other side of town, there's a farmhouse.
See, I knew we were gonna go there next.
You'll find a key to a safety deposit box somewhere in there. Go to the bank and bring me the box that matches the key. Then you'll understand what happened to her.
Wait, farm? Bank? What's this have to do with my friend?
They left her, didn't they? She needed help, and they let her go. This is how we make it right.
I don't understand.
In the bank, you'll find the answers. Now go.
Sick? Bus? Farm? Tell me about the farm. You mentioned a farm? Yes, on the other side of town, the old Barker farm. Barker? Yes, a liar and a thief, mostly. Right. You'll see. Okay. You seem distracted, tired. Are you okay? I'm old. Sometimes the mind wanders outsider, travels to other places, other times. I think about her, cold and alone. Are you talking about my friend? They should have helped her. She was there at the bus, I'm sure of it. You have a sense of her passing there? I think she left a sign for me. A word. Perseverance. A word from the old days. Why would she write that? I don't know. Maybe she wanted me to know she wouldn't give up? Or reminding you not to. It has to mean something more. Why? Because you matter so much to her? No, because she wrote it in her own blood. There's a town far to the north. Perseverance Mills. Maybe she was showing you the way. Perseverance Mills. How do I get there? There is no way now. By car, perhaps. On foot? No path that Grey Mother knows. Bank? Tell me more about this bank. Bah, bank from the mainland never belonged here. Usually banks are pretty secure. Not sure I'll be able to get in. We've already been in like 3 times, Mackenzie. What are you talking about? The branch closed years ago. The collapse took everything. What do you do about money? Some of us still use the old paper or barter. I haven't seen paper money in years. What of value could possibly be left in the bank? You ask questions when you should be finding answers. Now get me the safety deposit box. Then everything will become clear to you. I'll see what I can find. Okay, let's have something to drink. And let's check out the journal. Something precious was stolen from Grey Mother. Find it and return it to her. Search the Milton farmhouse for a safety deposit box key. Retrieve the contents of the safety deposit box and return it to Grey Mother. Oh, I was like, why can't I move? Because I'm walking into a chair, that's why. Because we can't clip through the chair. Mean old wolves. Alright, I think we're just gonna do this mission and then wrap up for today. Give or take. Because we're at 3:30, I've got a little more time. 20 to 30 minutes. We might be able to do a little bit more than that, but I'm not entirely sure. It really depends on the weather, what we find. Because I'm pretty sure there's something different about this whole farmhouse encounter too. But obviously I wouldn't know because I haven't done it in OG Wintermute. Yeah, there's definitely not much. There's this. I mean, of course, if we like map it onto modern day version to Redux, there's this, there's the cemetery, and then there's basically your way out. And I don't know how much of that is still left in this version. So I guess we'll just have to play it by ear. I'm torn. I got this tea because my sister-in-law had it, and she's like, I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would, but I don't want to throw it out, so do you want it? I was like, well, I'll take it. And there's not that many bags of the tea. I will definitely finish it. But I understand what she means. Like, it's a fine tea, but it's got some sort of, like, some afternote or something to it that's just a little strange. Like, this should be a little bit tart and oh he just gives 0 Fs. What's the deal? He's totally glitchy. Okay. This is weird.
I can make something with this.
Anyway, you'd expect it to be like sweet or fruity or tart or whatever, but there's some sort of, ooh, trapline. Use your energy chasing rabbits and trying to stun them with stones, or you can use more long-term strategy snares. Look for areas of high rabbit activity and place a snare place a snare nearby. Check on it daily. You may get lucky and catch a rabbit. You can set up multiple snares to increase your chances. A well-maintained trapline can be an excellent long-term source of food. Just remember, it may attract other wildlife. Yeah, he was like super glitchy. Bandages. Craft them to stop the bleeding. Blood loss will kill you unless you stop it. A simple cloth bandage might save your life. Use the crafting menu to make a bandage from cloth, which you can find in the world, or harvest it from existing cloth items. That was... I knew that was going to happen at some point. I was just... That was so weird.
Shit.
Yeah, infection risk. So anyway, for the third time. But there's like some sort of afternote to this tea that's a little bit like flowery, I suppose is the best way to describe it. And I think that's what kind of threw her off and what's throwing me off about it. Wolf, nom nom nom.
Maybe a dead battery.
Yeah, that wolf definitely did not like us being there. I didn't expect he'd like us being there, but I kind of expect he was going to do something about it sooner. Okay, so we have the lockbox key, but is this house locked? Yes, I assumed so. Let's check out back. Work gloves. Is the key not back here? Oh, is it in the truck, maybe? Maybe. Nothing in the back.
Just like the tractor.
Huh. I don't know if you guys just noticed that, but the wolf was running in the background, but like he wasn't running. It was more just like he was a figure on the snow and just kind of like sliding across it in this really weird way. So weird. Like, there! He's doing it again! He's not moving his legs! He's just skating. This is definitely a glitch. Or potentially a bug. Whatever you want to call it. He's definitely not acting right. Yeah, no, that was the lockbox key. Alright, unlocking the house.
The old lady said the key was here somewhere.
He's not here at all. Okay. But yeah, he was skating. It was so weird. Wait. But I got a lockbox key. Is that the same as the safety deposit key? I am confusion. No, because we need the bank deposit key. Or the deposit box. I assume. Which might be in the lockbox here? I don't know. Why did I just pick that up? I don't need that. Hey, AP, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I've been alright.
I could use this.
Can't complain too much. Huh? Lockbox. This emergency kit is distributed free of charge by the Great Bear Earthquake Memorial Society. GBEMS. My favorite. Our nonprofit work helps guarantee full preparedness for any future emergencies on Great Bear. Our motto, we remember.
What have we here?
Bandage, cardboard matches, great. Okay. Man, I thought that's where the key was going to be. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Ooh, utilities bill. Dear Mr. Barker, your account with Mainland Power Corp is now severely past due. Your account is in arrears to the tune of $1,256.45. Despite our attempts to contact you to remedy the situation, on this third and final warning, we regretfully report that we are left with no choice but to interrupt service immediately. We have dispatched a recovery crew to repossess your leased solar block model BK1. Once your account has been brought up to date, we'll be more than happy to restore your service. Please note that all meter readings are carried out by impartial drones deployed by our remote monitoring station on Great Bear. If you would like to dispute the reading, please contact your local ombudsman, which, according to our records, is located at Sync Data. Mainland Power Corp is the primary service provider of grid-based power for the southern Great Bear region. We pride ourselves in our dedication to customer service and have been awarded the Musk Green Service Medallion for the past 3 years running. If you would like to make a payment or communicate with us about your account status, we invite you to contact us by phone, email, social media, or drone mailer according to the contact information provided below. Thank you, and have a nice day. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Another note. Hey Martin, we found Molly. Alice was so relieved. Thanks for helping us look. Looks like this time maybe a wolf went after her. They seem to be more and more since the quake. And closer to town. Fewer people to keep them in check, I guess. Molly's hurt, but I think she'll make it. Watch out because the wolves might come after your dog, too. I know how you feel about wildlife and that you wouldn't shoot a wolf even if you had to, but I hear they don't like loud noises. Roadside flare might do the trick. Stay safe and come visit us when you can. It's not good to spend too much time on your own. John. Let's grab these.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Right. I have not called that we've complained about carrying too much stuff, but that has happened actually several times already. A single rosehip. Cool, thanks, I guess. We might as well try and eat some of this stuff to lighten our load. also why I'm being so careless with this lantern. Because I know we have so much fuel. Speaking of lantern fuel, I'm gonna drop the cardboard matches because they're not as good as the wooden ones and we have plenty. But did I call that we found matches? I didn't. Okay. And then let's just, maybe we just drop this shard? Like, what's even the point of carrying it, right? Feel this. I wish I could, like, put these into the jerry can. That would be nice. Tea, another can opener.
This'll come in handy.
No. A whole lot of nothing. Not over here. Oh, this is a blizzard. We are experiencing a blizzard. I haven't called that yet, because so far we've just had a little bit of wind.
All this gear is slowing me down.
In order to get rid of stuff anyway, I think the overloaded climbing is gone now. Okay. Well, we've got time until then. Get rid of stuff along the way. Let's check the trunk.
That'll come in handy.
Trail boots, cloth. What is that? Is that a coat? It's a ski jacket. Would that be warmer than the parka? Okay. No, it would be the same, but it would be lighter. Might as well repair it. There we go. I think we can drop our torches. We can probably also drop some of these flares. I'll drop the scrap metal shard. Searching the
Hope no one needs
briefcase.
this anymore.
Oh, granola bar is on my bingo list. We have enough wool socks at this point. Definitely don't need that. More matches. Don't really need them, but I'll take it. Okay. Is this what I was looking for? I don't think so, because she said something about to bring the deposit box with the matching number, and there is no number on this key that we found. This lockbox key. That was for the box here. We need to find something that looks like this. Doesn't help that I've now made it more of a mess.
The safety deposit key has to be here somewhere.
Okay. I want to break down the bench. Plank. The fact that he said that makes it clear to me that we're still looking for it. It's not just in my head. There's an unusual item here in the room. Okay. I like unusual. We searched the briefcase. We searched that. We searched that. Oh, the urn. I did notice it, but I didn't hover over it. I guess I might as well sleep while the storm is still going. And we can also heal a little bit. Alright, I guess we're gonna just sleep the night. Let me see what I have for food that's low quality so that we can just try and eat that up first. In case we get food poisoning. None of these things are particularly low quality at this point. Okay. Yeah, thankfully these are all pretty good quality. Just sleep for 12 hours, who cares? If the game is gonna let me, I will let me sleep for 12 hours. Oh, we're super thirsty now. We'll just sleep for like 3 more hours just to make sure that it's light out. Okay, now we can see what we're doing and it's no longer blizzarding. I did see the wolf out in the orchard, but I don't think we have to worry about any others at this point. And our health is back up to normal. I love orchards, they're so pretty. This weather is also nice. I mean, it is colder than usual, but the sky is really nice. But we are walking against the wind uphill, over encumbered, so we're moving super slowly, which is kind of obnoxious, but it is my own fault, and I do acknowledge that. I also already forgot what number was it. Was it 15? It was. Okay. Here comes the sun. That corpse in mine that you found where that glitchy wolf was. Okay. That was a very weird wolf. Tonight I think I'm gonna have falafel wraps for dinner. Sounds really good. I'm getting to get a little peckish. Alright, here we are. Back at the bank. If I remembers the wolf and the corpse. I mean, who wouldn't? $15, $15, $15. Safety deposit
I
box.
could use this.
She didn't say anything about the cash, so we'll just leave it. Who needs cash? Cash is useless in a town with no other people. Hey, look, that wolf is finally done eating. Okay, and there are 3 wolves over there.
Did you find it?
Here's the safety deposit box from the bank.
It's so small.
I still don't understand.
Shh. Give me the box.
You sent me to steal jewelry for you? You said this would help me find her.
Have faith, outsider. It will. Do one last thing for me, and then I will tell you what you need to know.
I'm finished with this. I'll find my own way out of here.
Then you will die like the others. Just one more task for Grey Mother. Man who fell from the sky. And then you'll get the answers you need.
She trusts us even more. Okay, but you didn't actually tell me what it
What's
is
this
you need
last
to do.
thing you need
Yeah,
from
there
me?
we go.
Right or wrong from the past, outsider. That's all I ask.
Yeah,
How
no
can I
big
do
deal.
that?
Take these pearls.
Plot
to
twist,
Lily.
Grey Mother is Astrid.
Lily?
Yeah. She aged super quickly. Who's Lily? All this time I thought you were talking about my friend. Who is Lily? You'll find her at the graveyard. Graveyard? Near the church. You would have passed it on the way into town. Okay, so we do this still. Why would she be waiting for me by the church? You aren't making any sense. You'll find her there and your answers. Why did you get me to steal these pearls from the bank? Not from the bank, from the farmer, Barker. The farmer is gone. So he left with the other cowards then? No, he's dead. Looks like the wolves got him. And so it ends. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a chair there. Something kind of cut from Redux how fed up Will is with being sent around without getting forward in his own task. I agree. Like, he says the same lines as far as I can recall. But, like, actually seeing him get up and, like, pacing back and forth and stuff gives the lines more weight, in my opinion. It just feels more... Like, you can feel his frustration more. When you also see his body language, you know, communicating the same frustration that his voice and his words are communicating. Yeah, the more I play this version, the more I'm like, why did they change this? Yeah, we'll definitely be able to finish. I just got a message that my plans are gonna be a little bit later. Probably not a ton, but that does mean that I can wrap this up in peace rather than trying to, like, rush to get this done in 5 minutes. It might still only take 5 minutes, but I don't need to rush. Maybe we use a flare for a change. Just to see how those work with this. Well, the changes are bad. There were some really nice additions, but I wished for a mix of HE and Redux. I agree. I don't think all of the changes they made were bad. I don't think, you know, I don't think it's necessarily a problem that, like, the path that you take down is different, for example. Like, it's got its pros and cons. And like I said, there are definitely some pros and cons with eliminating the trust feature, especially long term. You know, they definitely added more, at least it feels like they added more side quests. Also, I feel like some of these are really abrupt, but that could just be me. Here we go. Let's check out the missions. Okay, I guess now we have to go back to Grandmother. Yeah. I still had a good time playing through Redux. Like, no doubt about it. But playing through this, there are definitely some things where I'm like, I don't understand why they would have changed that, you know? I think one thing I like about the Redux path being the way that it is that Milton feels like it does in Survival, you know, because it has the same path open. Now they probably could have found a way to like block off that path so you still have to go through the cave while still being able to go up to the other cave for the cache. But I don't know, just some aspects about it I just feel like work really well. And I kind of just want to know what the thought process behind it was for getting rid of certain things. Now, maybe it was because they wanted to do the voiceovers for all the lines, but it was going to be a lot to go in and reanimate the faces for all of the dialogue and stuff like that. Maybe that was part of it, and maybe they didn't want to have this abrupt switch between talking and not talking, as we've seen here. You know, I do like the fact that in Redux all of the lines are voiced. I mean, we haven't met Methuselah yet, and I do like him as a character. I don't know if he just isn't part of this at this point. I don't know.
Was your daughter?
You have a good heart, Mackenzie. You see things others would miss.
But the name, Lily Barker, related to the farmer? You said they were liars and cheats.
The years have made me angry. Lily was my daughter. Our daughter. I am also a Barker. The farmer was my husband.
You lived apart?
Yes. Our Lily died climbing. She wanted to summit all the peaks on Great Bear. She was young, already very talented. One day she went out alone. I said no, but he said yes. Let her go. She needs to face it alone. So she faced it alone. And fell. I never forgave him.
And the pearls?
They were my mother's. I gave them to Lily on her 16th birthday, the year she died. I wanted the pearls buried with her, but her father wanted to keep them to remember her. We fought bitterly.
As if there weren't other things
I
he
never
could keep to
spoke
remember
again.
her.
Losing a child is...
Like losing your own life. But now, maybe you can save your friend. And Lily's death doesn't have to be for nothing.
How?
Take this key.
That is a
Upstairs.
huge key.
In my Lily's old room is a trunk with her old climbing things.
Welcome back,
Take the
Laszlo.
rope
Glad
and
you
the
made
map.
it back.
Follow Lily's path and you'll find the back way through the mountains. It's the only way to find the route to Perseverance Mills. I hope you find her.
Thank you. What will you do?
I'm content to sit here and think of my Lily resting with her favorite pearls. You've done a lot for me, Mackenzie. I won't forget about you.
I'll try to come back. Or I'll send help for you. There's bound to be someone out there who can help.
My
Little
journey
glitch.
is finished. But yours is only beginning. Go. Go and don't think of Grey Mother or Milton. We're of the old world now. The new world is for the strong to survive.
Aww. Grey Mother. Seriously, this story is so heartbreaking and just so well done. Okay, so now we have the mountaineering rope. We've got our Mackinac, climbing socks, and the map. So, Mackinac? What? Mackinac? I must have taken that off the list because I didn't think it existed yet. Okay, actually, maybe I wear this, drop his, and take the ski jacket. Oh, we need cloth to repair stuff. We couldn't just tear up our coat. Especially since you get lots more details here than in Redux. Absolutely. About her husband, Lily's father, how the whole thing kind of mirrors Will and Astrid's story. Yeah. But no crampons? I know. She considered herself such a good climber and didn't have any crampons. Could really use some right now. No, there are definitely more details in this version. Like, I don't think we know that that was her father, did we? In Redux? Because I'm pretty sure in my head I always thought she just married really young. Or something like that. No, maybe they do mention it. I don't remember. It's been too long. By too long, I mean a few months. That's long enough. They didn't have crampons, just back then, just cramp-offs. Cramp-on, cramp-off, cramp-on, cramp-off, cramper. I need cloth. Give me cloth, please, game. That's a little bit.
I could eat a horse.
The corpse we found at the farm was actually her husband, killed by wolves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't mention that. Like, not explicitly, anyway. It's all kind of left up to interpretation. Alright, let's fix up his jacket. %. We'll have to pick up some more along the way. Okay, find the climbing area on the outskirts of Milton, and of course we know where that is. Because of all those details, I currently favor OG over Redux. I can see that. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm really not looking forward to doing episode 2. Only because I'm just gonna get rid of these stones. Episode 2 was like, wow, what the heck happened with that stone? It was kind of glitchy when I played it the first time. And so I am... Actually, even when it's not glitchy, I am just terrified of that bear. So scared. Let's go see. I know there are still some bank deposit boxes that we don't have yet, but I don't really care that much. I don't really care enough to try and find them all. Episode 2 is quite different too, especially regarding the bear part. Alright, I don't want to get into too much detail in case we have some people who've never played before, but I am curious, do I have to go through the bear cave? Because that's where I had my glitches, and that's where I was like least happy about playing it. In fact, like I said, I've been starting to go through the story mode off stream, because I wanted kind of a refresher before episode 5 comes out, and I sort of stopped partway through episode 2 because I really, really, really did not want to have to deal with that. Oh. I don't know why it took so long to fire. Here we go. Let's go stop in here. Maybe we can drop some stuff off. And possibly get some more cloth. I don't know how I missed the back exit. Oh well. Okay, let's drop some stuff off, I guess. We don't really need to carry the teas. Or the coffee. Not thirsty. Okay, fine. Here, we'll drop this. We'll drop all of these. We can drop the coal. We technically don't need the pills since we have the stuff for teas and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna drop all of those. And I do still have stuff for the, whatever you call it, old man's beard bandage. Okay, this'll get us down to 31.36. I don't need the snare. I know the canned food is too heavy. I just figure we'll probably need to eat a little bit more, and I would eat that next. Okay, let's maybe sharpen this up a little too. And I guess we can drop like half of our peaches. And that should be enough. And if it's still not enough, we can always drop some sticks. Or we can just spend the whole night just sharpening our axe. I was hoping we'd find some cloth in here, but I don't think we're going to, actually. What we can do is we can drop off the rope and then sleep in that little hut at the top, assuming that that's there. Not the peaches. The peaches are my favorite. Peaches and sardines. Breakfast of champions. Peaches, 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 peaches. Not even gonna bother searching the truck. Doesn't really make sense. Oh hey, it looks like there's a note over here on this climbing board. I don't know that I've ever noticed that. Due to the unfortunate accident, the Milton and Area Parks Board can no longer condone the use of the climbing area within the park boundaries. Additionally, recent seismic activity has brought the safety of several some common routes. Okay, that's obviously a mistake. And climbing sections into question. We are reviewing safety policies and will publish findings as soon as possible. Until then, please refrain from using the designated climbing areas in the park. Oh, are we getting tired, Will? We should drop the rope first. You know, to be honest, I don't know how comfortable I would be using the rope of a very talented climber, but a very talented climber who died climbing. You know? I think it'd make me a little unsure.
I have a bad feeling I'm never gonna see this place again.
Let's see, how over encumbered are we at this point? A little bit, but also partially because we're tired. So, yeah, maybe we just go and eat and sleep in this place, and then... Oh, I'm now having flashbacks of, like, the one time I played after the animal refresh thing, wildlife refresh, and having the moose out there. Just, like, waiting for me. Good times. A cowl. Oh, and more flare shells. Stim. That's an orange soda. I don't really care about searching everything, to be honest, but I am curious about this cowl. I think I'm gonna... Oh, I didn't mean to drop it. I wanted to break it down. That way I can fix up those socks. There we go. %85 already. Sweet deal. I love how they look totally beat up here and absolutely fine here. Let's maybe... Can I repair these a little more? Do I have any cloth? Apparently I do. I no longer have cloth. We can drop the leather. Could probably just drop the accelerant. Like, to be honest, we really don't need it. We have enough fuel. Yeah, this will be fine. Because then we'll just have some stuff in the morning to eat. Actually, if I eat these, this will make me thirsty. And then I can drink a soda. Okay. Let's get some sleep. Let's maybe do 10 hours. I'm still really thirsty. Okay. We're actually not over encumbered anymore. Amazing. Let's sleep for another 4 hours, I suppose. All right. Here we'll have some more peaches. One thing that's really nice is in these older games you don't get just the random recycled cans after you eat. So you don't need to worry about having a ton of them just on you at all times. Obviously, the recycled cans have their uses in survival mode these days. I mean, you can use them for boiling water, you can use them for the noise makers and whatnot, but that is something that I always have to remind myself every now and then. It's just like, okay, check your inventory and dump old cans. You do not need this many cans. All right. Goodbye, Melton. Let's get ready for this rope to rip. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, doesn't it rip? There we go. Poor Will.
What the hell?
Not having a good time.
I guess that rope was older than it looked.
Okay. Journal. And the route that leads through the mountains. Yes, I know. Back then we didn't have a frying pan. We needed, next to the cooking pot, the cans were our best friends. No, absolutely. And I still am a big fan of having 1 or 2 cans on me for boiling water. Sometimes I'll do that instead of having a cooking pot or a pan on me at all times. I just mean, it's another thing I have to remember to do is to look in my inventory and regularly just... Thanks, Laszlo. Regularly check to make sure that I don't have like 20 cans in my inventory because, well, that's just something that I do sometimes. It's just forget to look and that I just have an absurd amount of cans on me. Man, we actually took quite a bit of damage from that little fall there. Nope, no Methuselah here. I guess he's just not here in the OG, in which case, that is my favorite addition in Redux, for sure.
Hope I can still eat this.
I wonder if this is better than the one we currently have. 82%? 87%. It is actually better. Okay, bedroll. Drop that. I kind of assumed that he didn't exist in the original version when he wasn't in the Orca gas station. I mean, I still wasn't sure. And who knows, maybe he'll show up at the very end. But I'm kind of assuming he doesn't. Alright, climbing up the rope. Good job, Will. I'm so proud of you. Making it all the way up that rope. Well, we saw him in trailers, but I don't remember seeing him in any scenes that would indicate episode 1. Which is what I was referring to. Because from what I remember in the trailer, he's shown in... like that area in front of Carter Hydro, right? Right. The scene in the trailer was in front of Carter Hydro. Right. I thought so. See, I do have a really good memory for some random stuff. I don't choose what my brain remembers most of the time. Unless I know I have to for some reason. Like when I was studying for exams and stuff, obviously I could force myself to remember certain things, but if left to its own devices... Nice try, Rob. If left to its own devices, my brain will just choose what it randomly wants to remember, what things it thinks are important. And sometimes it's right, and other times it is very confused. Oh, is climb a rope a bingo event? It is. I thought I had left it. Oh, it's so nice to not be over encumbered.
That plane's taken me a lot of places. Sorry to
wait.
leave you here, old girl. But right now, I gotta find Astrid.
Oh, for a second there I thought we could see it from there, and that's why he was saying it. That's why I was trying to go back to take a look, but no, he was just saying it because we're leaving the region. Which reminds me, enters another region. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. Don't really need to, and we're now over encumbered again. Feels weird to see you run past the cattails. I know. And honestly, I probably should have taken a few more, but we do have over 20. I think we're going to be okay for a little bit. I'm even going to pass some of these sticks and coal. Don't really need it. Saving them for when Mucifer finally spawns in. That way he has a snack. Exactly. I'm just trying to appease Mucifer. Because then maybe he'll spare me. Oh, you're not even that exhausted yet. Why are you acting so tired, Will? Okay, I guess you are pretty exhausted given that it's the beginning of the day. Another flare. That actually could be useful. It must have been so crazy. Like, obviously we know where this is going. And we've been through here 1,000 times, but it must have been so wild because back in the day, this didn't exist, obviously, because Milton didn't exist. So I'm sure people didn't necessarily know where this was bringing them because this cave didn't exist. It was like... Oh my god. This gets me every time. Gets me every time. Oh my god. I'm not looking forward to episode 2. I mean, I am, but also episode 2 has scarred me for life. Alright, I'm gonna skip this just because I don't want to get like any copyright strikes with the music. Episode 2! Alright, I'm gonna say continue to episode 2, but we're actually going to like, we're gonna stop after... How to mute it then. Oh. Oh well, it's probably too late. I'm probably gonna have to mute. So well done. So well done. Oh, right. I haven't played since the cougar was involved. I forgot that the cougar rep exists. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at his pain. It was just the
Bear.
sounds.
Easy. Easy. You're okay now. The bear's gone.
Well, gone is a bit of an overstretch.
Who are you? Name's Mackenzie. I found you when the bear was...
Having a good old time with you.
I remember now. You get the bear. It ran away. I think I hit it. Or scared it off. Scared it off. Not the way you shoot. Glad your memory's coming back. So cold. I got a fire going. That should warm things up a bit.
need something for pain.
Here, take these. They should help.
Hey, Minato Blade, welcome in.
Listen, you're gonna need more than some pills and bandages. You're hurt. Badly. That bite will get infected. Maybe worse.
What's worse than...
You have any stronger meds?
No.
Man, you can... His suffering is very well
damn.
played.
Map. Back of the door.
This guy did a really good job with the voice acting, I gotta say. Crawls under a cardboard box.
Can you hear me, old man? Damn it. He's passed out.
Snake.
Looks like an old hydroelectric dam not too far from here. Might be a good place to look for supplies.
Hang in there, whatever your name is.
He starts hacking and coughing. It's Jeremiah! Then passes out again. All right. So I'm going to wrap up here. And we'll tackle episode 2 next time. As for when next time is, I'm not entirely sure because my plan is to travel to see family for Easter. And I haven't quite figured out when I'm leaving. So the week of Easter, Good Friday and Easter Sunday, I will definitely not be streaming. But I don't know yet if I'm leaving sometime this week, over the weekend, or at the start of next week. So we're just going to have to play that by ear and just kind of see what happens. So I may or may not be streaming. I'll try and keep you guys posted. It kind of just depends on what everything looks like with, you know, train tickets and timing of things and whatnot. So I've got to figure that out. But yeah, I hope that we'll be able to do this again soon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you for all your support in all of its many forms. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Let's see who we can raid. Who's on? Oh, hey, so Trooper is doing episode 3. That's a little bit of a spring forward, but let's go see how that's going. So if you can stick around for the raid, that'd be awesome. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good start to your week, and bye for now.